In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can build a profitable personal brand without needing to go viral, have millions of followers, or spend hours per day creating content. So right now, you're probably a successful business owner who has scaled their company to multi 6, 7, or even 8 figures, but you're stuck in one of these 3 categories when it comes to building a profitable personal brand. Firstly, you want to start building your personal brand, but you just don't know where to start, and you're struggling to find time to do so. Secondly, you have already started to build a personal brand, but you're seeing little to no progress, and you don't know where to go from here. Or even worse, you are constantly worrying that you and your business are going to get left behind if you don't start a personal brand today. And I get it. My client Rory, who's a multi-7-figure entrepreneur, and my client Zach, who's a multi-6-figure entrepreneur, were in this exact position. But it's what we did next that made all the difference. And my goal for this video is to really give everything away to you, provide as much value as humanly possible, and let you know where to go from here. But before we do this, it's important that you know why you need a personal brand. Let's face it, everyone probably says to you, make a personal brand, but they don't actually tell you why you need to make one. So here's the outcome that you will get from creating content and building a personal brand. Firstly, it's going to help to build buyer connection. People are so tired of being sold to from faceless businesses. They want to feel a connection to what they're buying or investing in. Personal branding allows this to happen. As a business owner, you want to document the behind the scenes of your business to build a greater connection and trust with prospects. Make them feel as if they are part of your business and growing with it. Showing completely different points of view of your business that the typical consumer wouldn't get to see from your competitors is going to help to build so much trust and make them really feel a part of your business. Next, we have limiting beliefs and objections. You want to become the source of information within your niche. For instance, if you own a consulting business, you can focus on creating valuable content that allows prospects to see amazing results before they even buy into you. And secondly, you want to make content that removes any limiting beliefs or objections someone may have before working with you. By creating content around these issues, you have already addressed and solved potential objections or beliefs that you are likely to get on sales calls. Next, we have community. Let's face it, most people are suffering today because they don't feel like they are part of something. By positioning your personal brand as a place for people with the same interests as you to interact, feel a part of, and as a safe place for them to be their self, you are drastically going to increase your sales. People will not only just be buying into your product or service, but they will also be buying into the community you've built so they can feel part of something. We then have greater return on ad spend by having content already on your account that is focused on what we have discussed. So buyer connection, limiting beliefs and objections, community, and authority, which we will talk about in a second. You are significantly going to increase your return on ad spend. Warm prospects from your ads are going to check out your page and become nurtured by the content you provide, leading them to take action quicker and more frequently. Finally, we have authority. You have the opportunity to position yourself as the go-to person within your niche for information, like we discussed up here. And the best part about this is that you're not even coming across as if you're trying to sell something. Instead, these prospects are actively looking to see if you sell something just because the value you provided is extremely good, and I know that you are the person who can solve their pains. Here is the profitable personal branding roadmap. With this roadmap, you don't need to go viral and you don't need to have millions of followers. Yes, totally. On paper, going viral is amazing. You get loads of likes and loads of views. The problem is that to reach this many people, you have to create content that isn't exactly hyper-focused on your dream client's pain points. It's more generalized. Have you ever heard the saying, trash in equals trash out? This is the same when it comes to going viral. You're going to get leads, but most of the time these leads, one, can't afford you, or they don't exactly need what you want. They more just want to learn about it. So you're going to be wasting your time even speaking to them. And this is why we do things completely different. And it's the exact strategy that's allowed clients of mine like Zach and Nick to generate 6 figures from content alone without needing to go viral or have millions of followers and spend hours per day creating content. Nick's been able to generate an additional $100,000 was only having 1,000 followers, and Zach's been able to generate an additional $40,000 was having 247,000 followers. So as you can see, this strategy works no matter what your following is and how many viewers you get daily. And it all comes down to these 3 simple steps. Firstly, we have stage 1. This is awareness. You are going to utilize short form content to bring your dream client into your account. And then we are on to stage 2, which is nurture. And long form content is the best to do it, as you're able to remove any objections and break any limiting beliefs someone may have. Finally, we go on to stage 3. This is action. This is where the viewer has become nurtured enough. They trust you and they understand that you're the only person who is truly able to solve their problem. As a result of this, they become a new client due to all the principles we have used before, such as ideating and scripting our content in a way to retain and engage the viewer, and then content execution. This is from filming the content to preparing it to be posted on our social media platforms. So when building your personal brand, it's vital that you utilize both short and long form content. But you're probably asking right now, what is the difference? When it comes to short form content, it's designed for quick consumption and is delivered within a vertical video format. Typically, a video is going to last anywhere between 20 to 90 seconds. When it comes to long form content, this is typically over 10 minutes long and is designed to provide a detailed explanation on a certain topic and is presented in a horizontal format. Each form of content serves a completely different purpose. It's really yin and yang. Where one type of content lacks, the other type makes up for it, and vice versa. So let's discuss short form content first. Creating short form content is truly aimed at driving awareness to you and your offer. You should not expect to directly close clients as a result of short form content. Its core focus is to drive awareness and get a prospect's foot in the door. So when it comes to short form content, these 3 types of content work the best. First, we have videos directed towards your dream client's pain points. It's so important that you identify your dream client's pain points and create content that solves these issues within 30 to 90 seconds. When doing this, cut straight to the chase. Provide easily digestible information that prompts action and delivers results. Make sure you're not providing any fluff. The entire goal for this is for a prospect to watch the video, learn something new, implement it, and see results, allowing them to gain trust and understanding that you may actually be the person who can solve their problem. Secondly, we have documentation. Create a mini series on yourself or your business, such as behind the scenes of a project of your personal development journey. This is going to help to build trust and foster a sense of community by providing an entirely new perspective on you and your company. And then we have past and present experiences. Share your experience, whether it may be good or bad. For example, discuss significant mistakes you may have made when scaling your company and advise someone on how to avoid these. Once again, you're going to be providing tons of value, but you're also going to be demonstrating to the prospect that you are exactly where they want to be and you know the entire roadmap for them to get there. Once we provided value and shed a new light on our business, prospects trust us, but with short form content, as we already know, they're probably not ready to take action. So this is where long form content comes in. And the main reason for creating long form content is something that I like to call time expansion. Typically, when it comes to a short form video, we have anywhere between 30 to 90 seconds to nurture these people. But when it comes to a long form video, these typically last for anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. So let me ask you this. Are you more likely to trust someone and buy from someone who has provided you value for 90 seconds, or from someone who has provided you value, nurtured you for 30 minutes straight, and really allowed you to take away some great pieces of information, implement it within your business, and see amazing results? And this is why long form content is so powerful when it comes to building trust, nurturing prospects, and getting them to take action with you due to the sheer amount of time they are going to be watching you for. When it comes to creating these long form videos, we're going to be posting them on YouTube. And YouTube is the second largest search browser in the entire world. I can almost guarantee that in one point in your life, you've typed into YouTube how to do something or how to learn about something. So what makes you think that prospects are not typing into YouTube to learn about something your business offers? The truth is, they are. Plus, when it comes to long form videos, these are forever sales assets. Once you create them and speak upon a particular topic, you never need to mention it again, and it's on your YouTube channel forever. This is going to make closing deals a whole lot easier. Here is how. So as we discussed earlier, when a prospect finds you through short form content, yes, they may watch your content and resonate with what you have to say, but you haven't yet addressed any objections or limited beliefs they may have around your offer. This is going to make it really hard to sell to them. But if you drive this short form prospect into your long form content, where they're able to watch content where you discuss any limited beliefs they may have or objections, you're going to be able to completely remove them, as you're going to break it down, show case studies of clients who have achieved amazing results from using your strategies, and as a result of this, you're not really going to have sales calls anymore. They're also going to be induction and onboarding calls. So this is the type of long form content you're going to be making. As we've discussed so much already, limiting beliefs and objections. The ability to address someone's beliefs and objections before a sales call is truly priceless. We can easily do this by understanding the exact problems our dream client is facing and the limiting beliefs they may have. For example, they may think a certain business strategy doesn't work. In response, you create content around this, showing them the exact formula for success and attaching case studies of clients who have implemented this and had amazing results to further reinforce that this works. Secondly, we have lifestyle content. Prospects don't just buy into what you have to offer, they also buy into you. More often than not, they want the lifestyle you have. It's important to document your life and package it into compelling videos. As an example, this could be a week in the life of a business owner, or you documenting yourself traveling if you frequently do it for business meetings. People love to watch stuff like this. Now we have ideating and scripting. This is such an important aspect when it comes to creating content. Most people's attention spans have significantly decreased, and you need to hook them within the first 2 to 3 seconds of your video to have any chance of keeping someone retained and engaged. It all starts with the idea. If your idea is not relevant to your dream client and it doesn't solve a problem or spark any interest, you're not really giving them any reason to give up their time to watch you. So when it comes to coming up with content ideas, these are the best ways possible to actually create content which builds trust and resonates with your dream clients. Firstly, as you can probably guess, limiting beliefs and objections. The best ways to find these out are by reviewing your previous sales calls to understand common objections. You'll often find a pattern in the objections prospects bring to you. If you do, make sure to create content around this. Secondly, pain points. Have a true understanding of your dream client's deepest, darkest pains. This should be your main focus when creating content around this. Remind them of their pain and how it won't go away until they take action, aka buy what you have to offer. And finally, we have competitor analysis. Create a list of 10 creators within your niche whom your dream client is already watching. Analyze their best performing videos. Yes, some may not be relevant, some may have done really well on paper, but they're not exactly targeted towards your dream client. You can forget about those ones, but the ones which align directly towards your dream client, make a list of them and recreate them with your own spin and make them 10 times better. And when it comes to scripting content, 2 things matter: engagement and retention. Imagine writing a script that is not only boring, but also unable to keep someone until the end of a video. It would be a huge disaster. So here is one of the many scripting frameworks that we use for our clients to get incredible results. Firstly, we have hook, interest peak, call to action, and value. So your hook. This is what you say within the first 2 to 3 seconds of your video to engage someone and make them want to stay. Consider these 2 examples. Which one entices you more and engages you? Firstly, hey, my name is Joseph and I'm really excited for you to watch this video about how you can scale by 10x this year. Or, this is the exact strategy Richard Branson uses to 10x his business each year, and here's how you can use it too. I'm sure you can probably guess which one is more engaging and is more likely to get someone to stop scrolling and watch the video. The next part is interest peak. This is where you're going to build excitement and tension before revealing everything. For example, and it's exactly how he took his business from 6 figures to 7 figures within a year when he first started. So let's see how it looks combined. This is the exact strategy Richard Branson uses to 10x his business each year, and here's how you can use it too. And it's exactly how he took his business from 6 figures to 7 figures within a year when he first started. Now we have the call to action. It's vital that you say the call to action before you give the viewer the value. Think about it for a second. If you said the call to action at the end, you have already given the viewer what they have came for. They really have no reason to stay to the end. So by you providing the call to action right before you provide the piece of information that they truly crave and they desire, they're more likely to conform to it. So here's an example. And before I tell you, make sure to give me a follow. And finally, we have value. This is where you give the prospect what they clicked onto the video for. When providing the answer or giving them value, make sure it's good and actionable. If you provide generic information, you're going to make it really hard for yourself to build trust and a loyal fan base. Make sure to give everything away. Firstly, we have premium appearance. Great editing helps make your personal brand look more premium. Next, we have branding. People will associate your editing style with you, which helps you to become remembered not only for the value you provide, but also for how your content looks. We then have engagement. Editing helps people stay engaged with your video and increases your watch time. Let's face it, most people's attention spans, they're not exactly what they used to be. So with editing, let's take advantage of this and really mitigate the risk of someone becoming bored on our videos by providing graphics that act as pattern disruptions. So right before someone is about to get bored and wanting to click off, we display a new graphic that essentially wakes them up, makes them want to stay on the video until the end, leading to us not only having a better engagement, but also a higher watch time. And finally, success leaves clues. Have you ever noticed that all the biggest creators have their very own editing style that they are known for, such as Alex Hormozi, Ali Abdaal, Ayman Gadzi, and so many more? So here is the easiest way to create an editing style that perfectly aligns with your personal brand. Firstly, you need to understand, what do you like? There's nothing worse than having an editing style that you absolutely hate. You're just not going to feel motivated to create content. Next, you need to look at, who is your dream client? As an example, is your dream client already someone who is successful when it comes to business, or have they just started out? You then need to look at, what do you offer? Do you offer a lower ticket offer or a higher ticket offer? This is really important to understand, as you can then start connecting it to this. If you have a high ticket offer, you want your content to have a premium feel to it to further reinforce the quality a prospect is going to get when they invest into you. But if you have a lower ticket offer, you want to go for a more highly edited style. From here, you can then start looking at the type of colors you want within your editing. As an example, if your logo is yellow, you may want hints of yellow within your editing. You can then start looking at the fonts. Perhaps if you're going for a minimalist style, you also want to go for minimalist fonts. We can then look at the effects. If you're going for a premium feel, you want to have a more smooth effects. But if you're going for a heavily edited style, you want something which is more snappy and fast. And finally, for other, this can be anything you may think is applicable, such as the music or the sound effect choice. But there is one key thing that I am yet to mention that every single profitable personal brand has. And it's exactly how all my clients like Zach, Rory, Nick, and so many others, as well as any other successful content creator you may see, are able to create high quality content that actually generates them new clients. And it's having a team behind them. And this is exactly what we can do for you. Imagine being able to build a profitable personal brand without spending much time on it, without needing to have millions of followers, and still being able to focus on other parts of your business. So you can really have peace of mind knowing that your personal brand is nurturing and generating new clients each day while you are working on something else. That'd be pretty awesome, right? Well, here is how the process works. We start off by implementing you into all our content systems. These systems do everything for you, allowing you to have complete visibility over your content ideas, scripts, and edits. In summary, you're never going to be left in the dark of the status of anything. From here, we then take a super deep dive into your current personal brand. But if you don't yet have one, no problem at all. We will help you to set one up. It's vital that we do this. This way we can ensure new followers understand exactly what you do, who you help, and have a clear sense of direction regarding what our short form content entails and how they can access our long form content. Once we have done this, we will then take a deep dive into your dream client, your offer, and your competitors. By us doing this, it allows for complete clarity over everything, so we can craft ideas and scripts for you that will actually resonate with your dream client. We'll then use a range of ideation and scripting techniques, like the one I showed you earlier, to achieve this. Being able to create content that removes any objections and limiting beliefs, being able to create content that builds trust, being able to create content that positions you as an authority figure, being able to create content that creates a sense of community between you and the prospect, and builds a buyer connection. From our deep dive, we will then create you a bespoke editing style. A bespoke editing style is essentially an editing style that looks nothing like anyone else's. This way you're able to stand out from your competitors and also position yourself as an authority figure within your niche. It also provides tons of other benefits like this. Brand style. You will have your very own brand style that is unique to you, allowing you to become further remembered for your content. Secondly, mistakes. It allows for the filming process to be way quicker for you, as any mistake you may accidentally make, such as getting your words wrong or saying a part of the script the wrong way round. Perfectly fine. We can cut all of this out using editing and piece it together. Next we have visual representation. It allows you to provide a greater visual representation to the viewer with what you're talking about, as you can use graphics to further emphasize your point. And then we have attention. Most people's attention spans, they're not exactly what they used to be. So by adding these editing elements within your video, you're mitigating the risk of someone becoming bored and swiping away. And like I showed you earlier, this is the exact process that we use to build you out a bespoke editing style. Now that we have taken care of everything for you, so you're able to focus on other parts of your business in the meantime, it's your time to shine. This is where you will be recording your content. On average, this process will take anywhere between 1 to 2 hours per month, but we will help you with the entire setup to make this process as quick and easy as possible for you. Now that you have filmed your videos and imported them into our content systems, it's time for you to relax or focus on other parts of your business, as we will continue to take care of everything here. This is where we will edit your video in the exact bespoke editing style we created for you earlier. We do this to not only save you time, but also spare you from having to learn an entirely new skill. On average, the edits we create for our clients take anywhere between 3 to 10 hours, depending on whether they are short or long form videos. That's an awful lot of time that you would be spending on editing yourself. So it's way easier getting someone like us to do this for you. Now it's time to post your content, repeat the process, and start bringing in new prospects into our account, where we nurture them over time with our short form content, bring them into our long form content, where we remove any objections or limiting beliefs they may have, and take them onto the next stage of our funnel, where they book a sales call with us, which isn't exactly a sales call. It's more so an onboarding call and an induction call. So right now, you really have two options. The option on the left, where you can finally build a profitable personal brand without needing to spend hours upon hours per day ideating, scripting, or editing your content, so you're actually able to focus on other parts of your business, whilst having peace of mind that you're growing your personal brand and turning it into a profitable one. So if you do want to take action on this, then feel free to go to the link below and book a completely free one-on-one personal branding strategy call with me. You're going to get a ton of value out of this, and we're going to build a completely clear roadmap on where you need to go next. And even if we don't work together, completely fine. At the very least, you are going to get so much value out of this and truly understand where to go from here. So, like I said, the link is going to be in the description below, and I'm really excited to be speaking to you. Have a great rest of your day, and I truly hope you make the right decision.